This father and son duo came from North Carolina to see tonight's game. Diego is a Warrior fan. Dad, not so much.
We're getting along so far because everything's going my way. Too big, too strong. Really need the crowd behind us. That's why I'm here, to give us that extra boost and get us over the hump. Take total control tonight.
We're coming back tonight. We're going to tie it up 2-2, go back to Golden State, then 3-2, and then we're going to control the series.
This is former Chicago Bear Desmond Clark. And y'all hear me on many podcasts, but when y'all hear me on Pick'em Pros, y'all know it's all about family. This ain't just business.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know who it is. I am Derrick Thompson.
And I'm Diego Thompson.
And who are we?
We're the Pick'em Pros.
We are the Pick'em Pros coming back at you in the house with a special edition, Super Bowl pick edition of Who You Got live episode. What's this? 77, my man?
I think so. Yeah, 77.
I think so, man. So, hey, this is an action-packed show. The cool thing about this show today is that it's not just us, which is great, but we also have diehard fans from the Chiefs and from the 49ers that are going to be joining us in a bit. So we're going to kick us off. We're going to recap last week. We're going to give you our official picks here on the show, and then we're going to bring in Roy from all the way from California, diehard 49er fan. And then we're going to bring in Aaron, who's a diehard Chiefs fan, and have a little banner go back and forth. And we also, before we go, we got to touch on Duke, Carolina at the very end before we go. We'll be taking your questions at the end. But if you have any comments, go ahead and put those up. I believe we're also, for the first time, streaming live on Instagram. So shout out to everybody there on IG. We'll try to keep an eye on the comments there. So if you're on YouTube, we can see your comments right away. We can flash them up. IG, we can't quite see those, but we've got Summer, who I think is going to try and relay some of the IG comments. So if you have comments there, it might be difficult to get to us, but hop on YouTube if you can, and we can see your comments or questions in real time. All right. So anyway, how you doing, my man?
I'm good. You got the Pro Bowl today.
All right.
Yeah. Last year, so I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that too, man. We had a lot of people that, talking junk about it being flag and all that. But, hey, flag was way better than whatever it was they were doing years prior to that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were just standing around, not doing anything. It was pretty boring, man. So who you excited to see tonight?
I'm excited to see Reek. Excited to see him run around and stuff. Diggs, all of them. Just, excited for that.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Amon-Ra St. Brown as well.
Yeah. Yes, your guy.
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So I've always known his full name, just like saying it a lot there. All right. Well, hey, before we get into this show, also, want to plug next week, because clearly Super Bowl is next week. That's going to be a great show. Man, we have so many people that's going to be on here next week. It's ridiculous. Starting with, hold on, let me get my banners here together. Starting with Mr. Chris Lee. Yes, we will have Chris Lee from WRAL. He will be joining us live on the show to give his prediction. He joined us live last year, so it's a bit of a tradition, and we'll hopefully be doing more with Chris Lee from WRAL, but much love to him for coming and joining us. So he'll be helping us kick off the show. We should have Desmond Clark here as well. So I'm sure he'll be touting the 49ers as that was his pick. So we definitely want to tout that. We will have more fans and guests on throughout. and it looks like we'll also have a visit from a lot of your homies at Ravenscroft on your basketball and football squad. So they'll be joining us live as well. So shout out to y'all if y'all watching. Can't wait to have you guys on. We'll probably end the show with you guys. So really excited about that. Here we go. Then we got the comments coming in. So fire intro. Thank you. Appreciate that from James the Bird. James the Bird from Batman. Yeah, I remember. I've been seeing James a lot. So yeah, shout out to that. Thank you for that. Yeah, hello. It's the King. All right. What's up? Who else we got? We got Aaron, and Aaron's gonna be joining us in a few. Wish they could do like the MLB and the winning conference gets home field advantage. Man, yeah, that's something I actually want to dive into because in a lot of ways, I enjoy the conference championship even more than the Super Bowl. Like, to me, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, there is 2 games, so that's like it's a full day of football and then a home field advantage. That's cool too. So yeah, I think it's more hype for the Super Bowl, but like the actual day, the conference championship is more entertaining.
I think a lot of it is with that home field advantage. With the neutral site, even though there's hype as far as media and all that, and it's the Super Bowl, but when it's on somebody's home field, I don't think you can really replace that, man. So,
especially if they haven't been if they hadn't been like to the Super Bowl a lot before, so that's really cool.
For sure. Yeah, for real. All right. Well, hey man, let's get into we'll try to put everybody's comments up here, but let's get into these picks here, man, and recap. So you have been really good overall, my man. You've gone 10-2 overall. Got the whole Diego Army thing that Johnny O started, so shout out to him. Man, so you went 1-1 last week. So you're 10-2. Let's go into this first game last week, the Chiefs and Ravens. That was 1 out of 2 that you've gotten wrong this entire year.
Yeah.
Give us your take on the Chiefs and Ravens and what happened.
Well, I think it was a good game. Though I still think the Ravens could have won that game. Like or you can argue they should have won. The refs had some controversial calls in that game. And so there was some taunting penalties that were called, and some of the Chiefs players didn't get called for taunting. Yeah. So it is what it is, but it was a good game, and happy for the Chiefs.
Okay. Was there a little bit of foul play going? You seem a little bitter. A little foul play going on?
I'm not bitter. It's just facts. Like just Kelsey and them. Like they were taunting the Ravens, and then the Ravens taunted. It was called on the Ravens and not the Chiefs.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, man, hey, I was with you. I picked the Ravens. I picked the Ravens to win the Super Bowl before the season started. So I was all the way invested. So I was crushed, man, by that one. That and they got down early. They panicked, the Ravens. They self-destructed clearly. But they still, with all that said, they still could have and should have won that game, man. At the end, and what totally sealed it was the fumble right there on the half-yard line. So,
I think if they score that touchdown and they have momentum, the game it's like a 3-point game. So then they have. I think they come back.
Man,
we'll never know, I guess.
Yes, they get that. The roof was about to blow off the stadium, and that was going to be it, man. But, hey, the Chiefs made the play. They knocked it out. And in real time, it looked like, at least to me, he crossed. So I was like, hey, review it all you want, man. He crossed. But, man, when they reviewed it, it was like, dang, man. He just knocked it out. So, hey, shout out to the Chiefs King. They're in it.
I still can't believe MVS made that catch, man. That was pretty clutch.
Yes.
Like out of all people, MVS gonna make the catch. He's been dropping the ball all year.
Out of all people, MVS. Hey, but he made the play that had to happen, man. So Aaron, how dare you pick against the Chiefs? Everybody's wanting to know, are you going to pick against them again? That's going to be interesting. What up? Why Patrick Mahomes is a baby? Oh man. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of folks on here. Let's see. Lamar threw it in triple coverage in the end zone. Yes, he did. He did do that.
If you look at the replay, the tight end got pushed to the ground, and as Lamar threw the interception, so it could have been PI.
Yes, and so no one is excited about it. Is that so, Duffers? Is that the Super Bowl in general, or what is no one excited about? So clarify that question, because we definitely want to you must be talking about the Super Bowl, because now I see it saying didn't even know it was on. So I don't know about that. I mean, I think some people are definitely sad, especially Detroit fans. I think the biggest spectacle would have been Chiefs Lions. I think that would have been like just a zoo. That would have been crazy. But this is not too bad. Not too bad here. All right. Well, hey, let's quickly, and I'm going through the comments as well. Let's touch on the Lions and 49ers, because we've got our 49er diehard fan is going to be here in a second. So we want to make sure we've got room for him and stay on track. All right. So what's your take on the Lions-Niner game, man? So you got this one right. You picked the Niners. Tell us about this one.
Yeah, I was nervous for a little bit because they got off to that big lead, but they blew it, and it was a good game. Brock Purdy made some plays. The Niners showed they can come back from behind in two games, actually, which they hadn't really done in the regular season. So that was good for them to prove that. So excited to see him in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Man, yeah, this was one of those games. It reminded me of the Packers and Packers 49ers game. Actually, it was a lot like that game. To where I felt good. I mean, clearly, then they were up 17. We had a group text going in Detroit. We're all the Detroit family. We're like, man, this is it. We're doing it, making plans and everything. And then just slowly started to inch away, man. So, hey, did Dan Campbell blow it by not kicking any of those field goals?
I mean, I think they had good looks both of the times, but it was just drops and mistake. Like on one time, the receiver dropped it on one, and then another time, Goff got some pressure and he wasn't able to really get it to Brown, but Brown was open. So
right,
I like the decision, like the aggressiveness, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's easier, hindsight's 2020, or as Cam Newton said one time, I think he said it's 2040. But anyway, that's another conversation. It's easy to second guess it now. Again, hey, they had the perfect play call. Dude just dropped the ball. Ball was right in his hands. I mean, he catches that, they're on to the Super Bowl.
And then no one will be really talking about it, but
right. And they also fumbled the ball, right, in Niner territory. So that was a big play as well. A lot of people forget that the Lions fumbled it and gave the Niners another touchdown there. So yeah. Hey, Sam Sports Shop, I see your question. I'm gonna try to save that for the end. But that's a great question. But that'll take us on another topic. But I definitely want to hit that, and then Hell Rail, probably because they wanted to see the Lions Ravens. All right, yeah. All right. Well, hey man, we've got again, Roy's gonna join us here in a second. But hey, you ready to make these official picks?
Yeah, I'm ready. Ready to do it.
All right. So let's go and make these official picks here. Let's see. Let me get on over here. Super Bowl picks. All right, and again, stay tuned. We got some folks joining us here. All right, man. So let's just go into it. You're very nondescript with what you're rocking today. So you're not really giving anything off, anything away. You are with your official picks for the Super Bowl. You're 2-0. So you've never gotten the Super Bowl incorrect. You've always gotten it correct. So we're going to see if that streak is going to continue. So, my man, who you got for Super Bowl 58?
Super Bowl 58, I'm going with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep, I couldn't go away from Mahomes. I picked against them last week, so I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna join them like I usually do. So they're gonna go back to back, and Mahomes will establish himself as the greatest quarterback of all time.
All right. You heard it here first. Diego, Mr. 2-0 in Super Bowls and 10-2 this year, is going with the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes will definitely, shoot, man, I think he's about ready to go. Is pretty ridiculous here. So, man, we got Dufford putting 1,000 on that pick. Might not be a bad idea there for sure. All right. Well, hey, man, yeah, good pick. Can't really go wrong with that. Hey, Roy, we see you in the back here, so we're gonna pull you in a minute, my man. Can't wait to bring you on. So, Roy, dude, you're just in time. So I don't know if you were already watching online, but you know what? Hey, let me go on ahead and bring Roy in, and then I'm gonna make my pick. Hold on. Let me do this here. Let's bring Roy in here. Let me go this view. What's up, Roy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, doing great, man. Doing great. All right. Hey, y'all, everybody checking us out. This is our guy, Roy, coming at us all the way from Southern California, repping, diehard Niner fan, man. We're going to get into, how you became a fan. And, hey, we got a big Chiefs fan, Aaron, coming on in about maybe 10 minutes or so. So he has to join us. Matter of fact, I see you in the back, Aaron. So sit tight and we'll bring you on. But I was just about to make my pick for the Super Bowl here, Super Bowl 58. So Diego has gone with the Chiefs.
Yep.
Again, he is 2-0 with his official pick. So he got the Rams right, and he picked the Chiefs last year and was correct with that. So he's 2-0 overall. Yeah, man, time to make my pick. So Roy, it's cool how we met because you again have followed us on social media. And you and I were going back and forth a couple of weeks ago. I think it was the Packers-Niners game.
Right.
We were going back and forth. And, of course, I picked the Packers, and Packers came close. And you, of course, picked the Niners, and you said, hey, man, you want to bet? Bet.
Mm-hmm.
I won't bet you. But if the Niners win, I'll send you a Pick 'em Pro shirt. And that's exactly what happened, and got the shirt and all of that. So I've been against you this whole season because I've been picking the Niners, but I do like the Niners. I love the Niner fans, but just so happens most of my picks this year have been against you. But my man, I'm on the same side with you. Bang, 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 Niner gang.
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Yo, what's up, Niners?
That's right, yep.
Gonna
happen, I'm telling you.
Hey, that's the pick. So you clearly agree with me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no doubt, 100%.
No doubt.
I just think if we could stop that Chiefs offense, I think we got it in the bag.
Yeah. That's gonna be a big key. It's gonna be a big key. So hey, man, tell us real quick, and then I want to get a little bit into the game and the specifics. How'd you become a Niner fan?
So my mom was actually a 49ers fan, and I liked Kaepernick too when he was playing, out there. And then just like the colors of the team, the red and gold, I like it a lot. And then there's like a lot of players that I liked, and just like the story of this team. And, I just really liked the vibe of the team when I first watched them, so that's how I kind of became a Niners fan.
Yeah.
And then, like through the ups and downs, Super Bowl loss, the Ravens, when we played the Ravens in the Super Bowl, I've been a fan for a really long time. So that's kind of how I became a fan.
All right. And so you weren't gonna go with the Rams.
No. Most definitely not.
Go. All right. So man, to just tell us about Purdy here, and then we're gonna bring Aaron on from Chiefs Kingdom.
About Purdy?
Yeah, Brock Purdy. A lot of people doubt him, don't think he can do it. If the Niners play poorly, it's his fault. If they win, he had nothing to do with it. Tell us about that.
I think, all the analytics, I don't know. They keep doubting him, and, every week in and out. And, he just keeps on, just putting an end to it. And they just still don't think that there is an end to it after what he did against the Lions, and even the Packers too. And just like, if you really look at that Lions game, he pretty much did most of it at the end. He was scrambling with his legs. If he doesn't do that, the plays aren't there. Right. So how are you going to discredit what he's doing on that field? Like, for us to come back from 24-7, and you're gonna call him a game manager. I mean, I just think it was him who really, won us that game. Obviously, the IU catch as well, and they played as a team. But like Purdy, the quarterback is the most important position. So if you don't have your quarterback, you don't win. And you saw that throughout the NFC Championship game last year against the Eagles. When he wasn't there, we lost. When we played the Eagles this year, we won. And then NFC Championship, we came back with him and won, and it was mainly because of him. But yeah, all that analytics and just, doubting Purdy. Either way, even if, we win or lose, whatever it is, Purdy's still a great quarterback. I still think he's an elite quarterback, because what quarterback is drafted, the very last pick, and just his story and everything. And he wasn't even supposed to be a starter on this team, and then just, worked his way up and earned it and took his team to a Super Bowl. So all that talk, it'll come to an end. Super Bowl. No doubt.
It'll come to an end on the Super Bowl. All right. We're going to see in Vegas, just a short drive away. Yeah, man, it's gonna be pandemonium, man, between Chiefs Kingdom, Taylor Swift, the whole, nine, Patrick Mahomes, the GOAT, all that, and then 49ers my gosh, just being right there, it's going to be amazing. So
yes, sir.
Can't wait. Already getting hyped and excited. All right, my man. Well, hey, let's bring on the Chiefs fan and see what he's got to say, and give him the mic and kind of go from there. So bring to you from Chiefs Kingdom.
Of course.
What's going on, guys?
Aaron, what's
what's
going
up,
on,
man?
Just sitting in my Chiefs Kingdom room here. I couldn't decide which Super Bowl hat to wear, so I just wore a generic Chiefs hat. Derek, I match you with your chain here too. So I told Derek this story before. Growing up, I'm just about turned 40. I lived in Southern California for about 4 years, and that was when Montana was still with the 49ers. I was a huge 49ers fan. And when he went to Kansas City, that's how I became a Chiefs fan. I was like, it's my favorite player. I guess I'm a Chiefs fan now. So I've seen a lot of bad Chiefs football since '93. So the past 5 years, now I feel like I guess how a lot of the Patriots fans did when they were winning all their games and Super Bowls and stuff. I'm like, you guys were cheering for Mahomes in 2019 when he was kind of the underdog and the new guy on the scene, and now everybody's like, oh, we're tired of the Chiefs. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll take the hate then. Because you never know. Like, he could break his leg like Alex Smith and be done. You never know. So, ride the wave when you can.
That's right, man. Hey, you never know. But it definitely reminds me the way that now it went from, Chiefs were the love story. Everybody wanted them in it, heartbreak. I mean, shoot, from, even as long as I've known you, Aaron, I remember texting you after gut-wrenching losses.
They should have went to the Super Bowl, what was it, 3 years in a row? When D Ford lined up off sides when they were playing the Patriots?
Yes.
And then they right after that game, they traded him.
Yeah.
I think they send him to the 49ers?
Yeah, they did send him to us.
They did.
Was that the game they went into overtime?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just watching that yesterday.
Stop, lined up off sides, and then Patriots ended up winning.
Yeah.
So.
Man. Wow.
That man robbed us. He wasn't even on the field most of the time.
Yeah, here I got a little few of things from my office. I got some 49ers and Kansas City stuff. Joe Montana card. 49ers. I think here's another Niners card.
Oh wow.
Some Chiefs stuff. Another Chiefs. Yeah, so I'm a huge Montana fan. And then I've got the first Super Bowl in 50 years. Unfortunately, it was against the 49ers. We got the
Yeah.
And then let's see what else I got up here. There's a plaque with confetti from the field from when they beat the 49ers.
Damn.
And then here's a plaque with confetti from last year's. And that's my Kelsey jersey, courtesy of Mr. Thompson here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason I have black on the wall is my wife and her whole family, they're from Pittsburgh. So there's a little tiny Pittsburgh corner over there, along with some Duke stuff.
Right.
So I had to add the Steelers stuff in there. But they're good about it. When the Steelers get knocked out, they pull for the Chiefs. So.
Yeah.
But I always tell the story, like, I'm a true Chiefs fan. Like, I paid, I think it was 2013 or 2012, the year that the Chiefs ended up 2-14. I paid $600 to go see them at Heinz Field and play the Steelers. Like, that was when Matt Castle was there.
Dang.
And Peyton Hillis, his cup of coffee in Kansas City.
Yep.
I think that was Romeo Cremel's last season as head coach. So,
oh, there we go. I like that Steelers disrespect.
Hey, I pull for the Steelers when they're not playing for the Chiefs. I try to keep it civil. But if they're playing the Chiefs, I don't. There's no love lost there.
Yep. No, that makes sense. Well, hey, I've got unless you got something else you want to say, Aaron, I've got I want to pivot and actually touch on that Duke Carolina game real quick.
The only thing I got to say about the game is the big factor that I see this year that they didn't have a couple years ago is McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs are notorious for, not necessarily this year. They've looked pretty stout on defense. But the past, I'd say 6 years since they've been a contender, their run defense has been hit or miss. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they'll step up and stop the playmaker like a Derrick Henry or somebody like that. But some days they just can't stop anybody running. So I think that'll be a big factor. If they can establish the run game, I think it's going to be tough.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the huge differences is that, we have McCaffrey now and you guys don't have Tyreek Hill anymore.
Yeah.
So that big chunk play, that's, it's going to be tough. But that Rashee Rice dude, man, he's nice.
He's come on. And like you guys were talking about earlier, the last 2 games, MVS has earned I'm fine with him earning his paycheck. Those 2 games, those are the most important ones. He had some huge, I think 2 or 3 huge catches against the Bills as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I think it'll be like kind of like a matchup game. We just gotta, as long as we can stop Rashee Rice, and I think Charvarius Ward could lock him down. And then as long as we can stop him, and whether you got a double team Kelsey or whatever it is, because he's been playing like he used to.
Yeah.
Now, so
first half of the season, even more than that, he was. I told my wife, I was like, because he's got girl problems now. Yep. He wasn't playing like that when he wasn't dating
Taylor Swift. Man, I'm so tired of that.
As a Chiefs fan, I am too. I'm like, I don't care. Just play better football.
Like, we're here to watch the game, not a concert.
Exactly.
Kelsey was looking old and slow throughout the whole. I mean, he's hunched over, running like 3-yard, outs and whatnot. But then once the playoffs started, dude, he's catching back shoulder, fades, falling out of bounds.
Yeah, that catch he had against the Ravens. I mean, it was a great throw as well, but I mean, it was.
Yeah.
He's really come on the past. I guess in the playoffs, pretty essentially.
Yeah.
As long as they show out, like during the playoffs and all that stuff in the season. I mean, not saying it doesn't matter because the season games, they matter a lot too.
Yeah.
Because that's what gets you to the playoffs. But as long as they show out in the playoffs, you're good.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking about earlier today when I was thinking about coming on here is I think statistically this is Mahomes' worst year. And he's still in it.
Yeah.
Like, in
Mahomes.
Last year, everybody was talking about, they don't have a chance because they don't have Tyreek Hill anymore. And, so him and Reed seem to find a way to make it happen with whoever was there. So, like I said, I'm just going to try to ride the momentum and enjoy it. And I've seen him win 2. And, some people went their whole life without seeing another one after Super Bowl. What was it, 4?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, so everybody watching in the comments, give us your score. Give us your pick of your score. But let's go around here before we go to our final off topic here. Because I think you're a baller too. I want to get your take on this. What's the score? So Diego, let's start with you and we'll kind of go around, man. Who's your pick? What's the score next week?
Well, I got the Chiefs and score.
Smart man, you learned from your mistakes last week.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see. Score. I think I'm gonna go I'm gonna go 24-17.
Okay. 24-17. Roy, what's your score?
I want to say it'll be. I'll go 30-24 Niners.
Yeah. I like that. 30-24 Niners. All right. What you got, Aaron?
I feel like the past few games, with the exception of last week, I feel like it's gonna be close to a shootout. Whoever has the ball last. I mean, Purdy has been playing out of his mind this year. So I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm going to say 38-35 Chiefs.
38-35 Chiefs.
Yes,
All right. That is a good one. I think I'll get to. I'm going to go 31-27 Niners. I'm going to go 31-27.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I hope I'm wrong because the Chiefs haven't given up more than 7 points in the second half all year. So
yeah.
Yeah, that defense is way better than what they had before.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a real defense.
Yep.
I feel like every other year Mahomes has been there. They'll play really great for a couple games and then they'll give up. I feel like the first year with Tyreek, when they beat the Niners, they were just winning because they were putting so many points up.
Yeah.
I think that was the same year that they had that Monday Night Football game they played against the Rams. They lost, and it was like 55-52 or whatever it was.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
They were just able to average 40 points a game or something crazy like that.
Charles Omenihu, that's going to be a big loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ACL tear. It sucks.
Yeah. He was good. He was on us. He came from us, the Niners. So, man.
Okay. 27-21, Professor Thompson. All right. Yeah. Big Chiefs fan. So that's actually my dad there. Mom said.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But yeah, so he collects helmets.
Nice.
And I remember when he first started collecting, because that's how you know what teams you really like. The first few that you get in your collection. So I remember the Chiefs was one of the first helmets. It was about one of the first 6 or 7, maybe even 5 in his collection. Yeah.
Yeah, my 3-year-old just came in.
What's up? Who you got?
Man.
Niners?
He's got Paw Patrol. He doesn't care about that.
So hey, I have a picture. So a lot of people here either have state of North Carolina ties here. So this picture is either going to make people happy or it's going to make some people aggravated. And I know what it's going to do to Diego and Aaron. So I'm kind of poking the bear here, but I'm switching gears here. Chiefs are the same team. Chiefs ain't the same team they were in. Neither are we. Yeah. Yep. All right. There we go. So this man right here, again, we're not talking about Super Bowl anymore. I'm diverting here since there was such a big game last week. This man right here said the ACC goes through him. Diego, man.
He's like 25 years old, so it should be.
I feel like Baycott's been there 15 years.
He's older than everyone. It should go through him.
He's out there playing with those grandpa moves.
So hey, what's Diego, man? What's going on with Duke, man? I thought Duke was going to put a much better showing than that. And this is coming from somebody that likes Duke, so I like Duke. Okay, but what's going on, man? They did not look good last night. What's up?
Yeah, it wasn't that good. I think it was because Baycott was really hyped to play, probably his final game against Duke, or at least the final game at home against Duke. I don't know what happened. I mean, I think we're the more talented team. We had the more like higher recruited guys, but it just didn't work out. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Now this is something that's starting to aggravate me. And again, this coming from a place of love. This is starting to aggravate me about Duke because I'm getting real tired of hearing about these amazing classes, draft classes that they have, and then they come in and they play average, and they all get drafted first round and don't go on to do much in the NBA. So are these overrated classes or what? But what's going on with Duke? Ever since Zion, right? There's been a whole lot of duds. You could throw Banchero in there. He's the one exception to that since Zion. But there's been a whole lot of hype. And now I hear you telling me that, oh, but wait, next year they've got this amazing class that's coming in, 4 NBA one and done. What do you think, Diego?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we have good players, but first the players need a chance to develop in the NBA. And, these other schools aren't coming out with, just five all-stars in 1 year. Like, I mean, we have about 1 or 2 that end up becoming like really, really good. So I think that's supposed to happen. Like, not every person is supposed to be, all NBA all-star, It just depends on the team you go to.
What's your take on that, Aaron?
I mean, they have been a lot of duds, especially out of Duke, the past, I'd say, 10 years. Like, look at Okafor. Like, he didn't do anything.
Right.
Breaking stuff back there. But yeah, I don't know. I think they do just enough to, keep their draft stock high, but not really put all their effort into winning a championship in college, because they know that, like you said, they're going to be one and done. I don't know. It's a different type of basketball now than it was, 20 years ago.
Yeah. So I love this, dog. This is great. Shout out to David. So respect your elders, Baycott. Yes, he's definitely an elder. But then individuals don't win championship, teams do. Duke doesn't get it.
Oh, you want to wear the chain?
Love it. Yeah. So yeah. Just like I said, it's been a lot of hype, and I feel like these guys that are getting drafted are drafted just because they're at Duke. So it's like, okay, the draft people that are drafting are being lazy, just taking 4 people from Duke every single year, no matter what. So we'll see what happens next year, but I'm starting to get sour on these classes that are coming in and not doing a whole lot.
Yeah, but next year, I'm telling you, we got the number 1 recruit in the country. Like, for the other last couple of years, we haven't got the number 1 recruit in the country.
Okay,
we haven't got the number 1 since Zion. So.
And hey, so this is my final question on this one here. So right now, with the current Duke team, okay, that I saw last night, how many of these guys are supposed to get drafted?
Yeah,
because I didn't see any. Body, but Diego, you said what, 4?
4, yeah, definitely 4.
Who?
Jared McCain, Darius Proctor, Jeremy Roach, and Kyle Filipowski, definitely. Yeah.
Wow.
Name me 60 people that are in college that are going to get drafted ahead of them. Whether they're better than them. Like,
that's only because they play for Duke. If they were on any other team,
there are not 60 people that are better than them.
Okay. So hey, I tell you what,
you're judging them by 1/2 of basketball.
So I got a bet for you.
Chiefs.
I got a bet for you. So they have the rematch in Durham in a couple weeks. All right. I got a bet for you. So if Duke wins, then I'll do your chores for a week. If I win, you got to wash my truck.
So I'm not going to take that bet right now because, let's say because someone might get hurt. Let's say one of our people gets hurt, but
one of your 4 NBA players might get hurt.
Okay, but if our top 7 people, if some of those people don't get hurt, then I will take that bet.
Okay.
You think top 7?
Yeah, I'm saying
the whole team.
We go about 8 deep, and I'm not saying 7 people are going to NBA. I'm saying like we have a solid 8-man rotation. If people don't get injured, then I'll take the bet.
All right. We'll revisit that. Hey Roy, you follow college basketball?
What's up?
Say it again.
You follow college basketball?
College, I follow college a little bit, not too much though.
A little bit pro. So let me take a guess. Let me take a guess on who your pro team is. Would it happen to be the Los Angeles Lakers?
No.
No.
You're talking about for NBA?
The NBA, yeah.
No.
Really? Okay, who?
Yeah. I like the Cavs.
Wow. Dude,
Yeah.
okay, you have to explain.
I'm a huge LeBron fan, and like I'm not gonna lie, like I used to, bandwagon a lot like in NBA because I used to like the Celtics first, and we lost everybody. We lost Allen, we lost, Garnett, we lost Pierce, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to the Heat. And LeBron, that's when I became a LeBron fan.
Yeah.
When he was over there, and then I liked LeBron, and then he moved again, and he went to the Cavs. So then that's when I went to the Cavs too, and I was like, and then he moved to the Lakers, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just stick with the Cavs. I can't keep, bandwagoning just because LeBron's moving. He's still my favorite player, but yeah, that's kind of how I became a Cavaliers fan. But I'm sticking with the Cavs. Oh
man, that's cool. Well, hey, much respect for kind of stopping there in Cleveland. So yeah, that definitely took a lot. Well, hey man, he might be with the Knicks next year, or some of the chatter here. Moving again.
I know all 4 NBA players are better than Bronny. I know that.
Man, you know what?
How many more years do you think LeBron's got in the league?
Wow, that's a great.
How old is he? My wife is in the background saying 2.
39, I think. I think he's 39. Man. I would say 2 is a great guess.
He's still playing at a really high level. So.
Oh yeah. No, he definitely is.
You think he'll walk away when he should?
I think so.
Or you think he'll?
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
My wife said she thinks he will.
Yeah.
He won't try to play until he's 45 or 50 or something.
I agree. Yeah.
I think he wants to play with Bronny.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's really waiting on.
Really cool.
I agree. Yeah. I think he's waiting on him. Looks like he'll pull some strings and get Bronny on the team next year, and then they'll go from there. I've been wanting to touch that topic so bad, you know what I mean? But he's a kid, so I'm just gonna stay away from it. But yeah, that's interesting. I'll just leave it at that. No, Bronny. Right. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, hey, man. Thank you for coming on. This is awesome.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Hey, we got the pro. Let's watch some flag football this evening, and something to get ready. But
it's better than watching nothing.
It is better than watching nothing. Yeah. It's better than what we had a few years ago. And then hey, we'll start to see the players arrive tonight and start to get the hype built up. But we'll all be watching it. But we'll be back on next week. We got a whole host of guests here. Can't wait. Again, we've got Chris Lee, WRAL, joining us again. So shout out to him. We'll be joining us. We'll have Desmond Clark joining us.
You have to ask Chris about his pro wrestling career.
Yes, I will definitely ask him about that.
We ran in a few of the same circles, but I don't think we've ever actually met. So
okay, we'll definitely ask him about that. We'll have a lot of Ravenscroft athletic teams, football and basketball. So shout out to everybody: Kip, Jack C, Wyatt, man, everyone. Shivan, everybody, man, the whole crew. We'll get them all out here. And we'll end the show with the Ravenscroft homies. All right, y'all. Well, hey, the way we sign out, we do the long pick 'em pros. So let's on 3, man. Let's give them a pick 'em pros. We'll see y'all next week. 1, 2, 3. Pick 'em pros.
Pick 'em pros.
We are out. Thanks for checking us out, y'all.
Of course. Thank you.
See you guys.
Tavares Jordan.